Good morning. This video is for Lab 200 in the Related Fluid Power course. And from this panel or this frame, you can see that this is going to be about MAC valves and the numerical code for the valve configuration. Here's the page that we are using, or the valves that we're using. Ours are the 1800 series, and this is how you go about ordering them, or if you've got the valve in front of you, how you would be able to figure out what the actuators are on this particular valve body, or should be on this particular valve body. Now there's quite a bit of information here on this page. I'm going to go to an enlarged version of just the upper half, and that's what we've got here, because this is where you actually find out from the part number what that particular valve should have on it. Okay, so we've got an operator A side and an operator B side. And then they also have what is called the body. Okay. So ours, and the one we're going to be looking at, is 180003, and it's going to be 112, and then it's going to be 0003 again. So for the operator B side, and we can use these two columns, you go down and you see that the 0003 is a pilot. It's a two position. Okay. 112 for the body is single pressure port. 1 is your inlet. 4 and 5 is used for exhaust or vacuum. The next number, numerical number 1, is used for right here where it says individual exhaust, pilot, quarter-inch ports only. So it's telling you what size your ports are as far as to put fittings on them. And then our last number on the body was a 2, and it tells us that they are quarter-inch National Pipe Thread fine. So that's what you see here. So that would be the number that we're going to look at, and I will show that to you in a second. Let's go to the next one, and you can see I've got a number of components here, or symbols that they're showing us here, that you can look up and find out, dimensions. You can find out what kind of roller cams, because we've got all sorts of different types of roller cams, different types of levers, push buttons, and so on. So you can look those up. This group here is showing you the body configuration, which are the where the ports are located in the body and how they actually pass through that body because of the spool arrangement, and give you what we're looking for. Now remember, on ours, and there's our training board, all of these valve bodies are the same. So those on ours, we use the single pressure. So there's our 1. This is our inlet. That's what it told us earlier. And it's going to 3, so it goes out to our cylinder or whatever we might be using. And the cylinder has to, when it's moving, it's a dual acting cylinder, would have air on the other side of this, so it has to have a way to exhaust it. And we would be coming out through 2 and passing through 4 to exhaust it. That's on the operator B side. If we look at the operator A side, and we just move these numbers over, you would see that pressure would be coming in through 1, going through 2 to our cylinder, and because our cylinder would now be moving the other direction, we'd have to have pressure come down through 3 and exhaust out through 5. That would be on the operator A side. So those are our valve body configuration on all the valves, all of these valves that you see here, these directional control valves. Okay. They have different types of operators on them, or can have, but as far as the body configuration, that's what we're using. Here's an example of a part number right off of one of the bodies, and you can see that this is the same configuration that I just showed you: single pressure port, the dual exhaust. And Of course, on our B side, 1 goes to 3, 2 comes out through 4. And these numbers represent the ports, or the holes that are drilled through the body of the valve. And I've copied down the numbers. I had to fit these in here, and I had to make these a little bit smaller for the body, but we just went over that. So 0003 is the pilot. Okay, so we got a pilot air here, and it's a 2 position. The other side of it, which would be our A side, we had 0003 as well. So we'd have air here as well. And then the body, which was our 112, I already went through that with you. So port 1 is inlet, 4 and 5 is exhaust. We've got individual external pilot quarter-inch ports only, and of course quarter-inch national pipe thread fine. And if you, where's the other one here? Look at that. Let me back up to our panel. What we're actually talking about is this one right here. I've got an external pilot here. I've got another one here. So these two are identical. One puts air on this side and causes the spool to shift. When I put air on this side and remove it from this side, it causes the spool to shift back. Okay. So that gives you some idea of what the numbering system on these valves actually represent. And you'll be working with that in this lab. I do have another video. Make sure you watch that as well. Thank you.